Hey YouTube, right back again with another video. Today I'm doing something a little bit different to sort of my normal movie related style videos. Today I thought I might do perhaps an overview of my entire Wii U collection and sort of give my thoughts on the games that I've gotten played, and I guess just sort of thoughts in general about the Wii U console. I did sort of make a video when I sort of first got the console, whatever that was, 8 months ago or something. To sort of give my reasons of, sort of why I bought the console and, like my initial thoughts of it. So I thought it was about time I sort of did an update of my thoughts on it, on the console, and yeah, and sort of show the games which I've bought for it. So we'll get into it. First of all, I'll just do an overview, I guess, just of the Wii U, my thoughts on it. I think it's definitely a really great console. Definitely sort of underrated, I think. A lot of people do give it a lot of crap and say it's like a kiddie's console and not as good as Xbox and Sony's consoles, which I don't think is necessarily true. I don't think. For me, I do actually quite enjoy it. I really do sort of enjoy the games that are on it. The Mario games and the Legend of Zelda games and all the other games you can sort of get for it. There's been a lot of sort of news about the Wii U recently, or over the last few months. I should actually try to make this video a few months ago, but I never sort of got really around to it. But back a few months ago anyway, there was a lot of news about sort of third-party providers for the Wii U game providers. Sort of third-party game makers. A lot of them were sort of pulling out from the Wii U, saying that the games don't sell on the Wii U, so they're not going to support any more games for the Wii U, or make any more games, I should say, for the console. I think Watch Dogs is a good example, I suppose. They say that, I think it's Ubisoft said that they're not going to make any more games after they've made Ghost Dogs and released it for the Wii U. They're not going to make any more adult-related games for the Wii U, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, there's a lot of other people, sort of fanboys, Nintendo fanboys, have said with the Wii, with the Ghost Dogs, that game has been released, I think back in May, quite a while ago, on the other consoles, Xbox and PS4, and we're yet to sort of see the game on the Wii U. As people have sort of said, there's been no pictures for it, no trailer for it, no news about it, all with just, coming soon. That's all we've pretty much know about it. And people sort of said, well, if I wanted to buy that game, I would have bought it back in May on Xbox One or PS4 or even on PC, and I would have played it and, may even traded it in by now. So I don't get why they're releasing it on the Wii U, so far a gap when it was sort of first released. They're probably it's probably gonna come out, if it does come out. No one's gonna buy it, obviously, and then you're just gonna say, well, we're not gonna make any more games for the Wii U because no one bought it. It was a poor seller. Well, there's obviously a reason for that, isn't there? What's the point of releasing this game so late? On the Wii U, that doesn't make any sort of sense. Same with some of the Call of Duty games. We've had a sort of few of them on the Wii U, sort of ports of the Wii U. But as people have sort of said, these versions on the Wii U have always been usually come late, or they've very sort of a cut down version. There's no sort of DLCs for them on the Wii U. There's no extra maps. There's no. We do sort of miss out on a lot of features, like I think even multiplayer is not on the Wii U version either. So they're basically, pretty shoddy sort of ports to the Wii U, which is another reason why people didn't buy them, I think. And I think, for me personally, I wouldn't have bought it on a console anyway. I would have bought it for PC, because I think mouse and keyboard's the only way to control it. I can't control first-person shooters using a controller, but that's probably just me. I mean, so, I don't sort of want to sound like a Nintendo fanboy, but there are reasons why some of these games don't sell necessarily on the Wii U, because they come late and just end up being shoddy ports, really. Which is a bit sad that we've sort of lost a lot of third-party support, I think. So we're not going to get the new Assassin's Creed or the new Call of Duty game, or I think even the new Street Fighter game. I think there's supposed to be a Street Fighter game coming out soon too, which is, well, I think it might already be out. That's not going to come to the Wii U either. But I mean, you know, I guess, I don't know, does that really matter, I suppose? I mean, there are some really great games, I think, on the Wii U, which I'll show you a few here when I get around to sort of showing my games. But yeah, before I ramble on too much, I definitely think it's a really great console, definitely sort of underrated and not as crap as some people seem to think it is. It might be not quite as powerful as, say, the Xbox or the Sony consoles, but, you know, it doesn't necessarily affect the games, does it? I think there's still some really great games, and they do play well and look really good, I think, even though they're not, you know, as powerful as, say, the other consoles. Anyway, so again, I might just show you my games now, and I'll show you what I've bought since I've sort of had the Wii U. Probably the game that needs to be in everyone's collection, I think, if you've got a Wii U, that would be Mario Kart 8. Really great game, really sort of fun. I've sort of spent a lot of hours in this one, actually. This game actually sort of helped sort of boost console sales too. I don't know what the percentage was, but it was a huge boost in console sales after this sort of game came out. Yeah, really great game. I don't think I've noticed that when you sort of do play sort of online, you sort of got you can sort of go by region, or you can go by sort of worldwide. And that's whenever I sort of select a regional, I never find hardly ever someone from Australia or anywhere local to me. It's always Spain or France or something, which is a bit strange, I think, because that's not regional, I don't think. But if I go sort of worldwide, I can certainly find a lot more Australian players. I don't know what's up with that. It doesn't seem to be very regional. But anyway, so that's a great game. Definitely one to have in the collection, I think. That would be a must. Got new Super Brothers... Super Mario Brothers U, which I think sort of came out just after the console had been released. This is another really good game. I was actually playing this one last night. Really sort of fun game, great graphics to it, and Mario games are always fun to play. I did sort of wonder, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems Mario seems to sort of control a bit different to the way he did in some of the sort of earlier games. I don't know if it's just me, but anyway, but it's a great game. Another great game, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. This is another great sort of platform type game. A little bit sort of harder, I think, than the Mario game. But I definitely really do enjoy it. Great graphics and sort of fun to play. Yes, so that's that one. I got a game that sort of came with my console. It's Nintendo Land, which I don't think I've ever played, actually. It's not sealed, but I haven't sort of played this one yet. So that's that one. I can't tell you much about it. I haven't sort of played it. I got this one the other day. This is like a pre-order. Hydro Warriors. Which I'm not really all that interested in playing, I don't think. I don't know. I'm sort of not too sure if I want to sort of play it or not. I actually think I might perhaps just sort of sell it on. I sort of bought it like a pre-order, and it was really cheap, I think. I think I used like a coupon and a few things. So I got it, you know, reasonably cheap, and but I might perhaps sell it maybe, and I might perhaps another day I'll probably buy it again when it's a little bit cheaper and give it a go. Because there's a lot of games you haven't sort of played yet, so I think I need to sort of stop buying games and just sort of play the ones I've already got. So that's Hydro Warriors. Darksiders 2, which I sort of played for probably half an hour or so, and I thought it was quite fun. I'm still getting used to the controls with it though. But I thought that was pretty good. Pretty sure this is on PS3 and Xbox 360 as well, I think. But that seemed like not a bad game. Injustice, which is kind of like a Street Fighter type game, sort of one-on-one sort of fighting game, using all different sort of, you know, Batman and different sort of characters, Superman and stuff like that, Spider-Man, I think. This is actually really good. I actually quite enjoyed this one, actually. Good sort of beat 'em up, sort of one-on-one type fighting game. It's got really good sort of graphics as well on this one. So that's a good one. I got Scribblenauts Unlimited, which is kind of like a puzzle type game. which is really good to sort of play off the TV. I think it's good to sort of curl up in bed and get the stylus out and just sort of sort of point and click type thing, and sort of just sort of solve puzzles and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's a good one. I've got what I haven't sort of played yet, Batman Armored Edition, which is kind of like a Batman style beat 'em up style game. I haven't sort of played this one yet, but I've heard good things about it though, so I'm looking forward to giving that a bit of play at some point. I've got this one, Sonic All-Star Racing. I did sort of buy this one because it was a lot cheaper than Mario Kart 8 when it sort of first came out. So I'm just going to sort of play this one first, and then I was eventually going to buy Mario Kart 8. But at the time, a lot of people might know that they're having like a special deal. If you sort of bought Mario Kart 8, they'd sort of give you a free code to download some other games, and like a free game. So I did sort of end up buying Mario Kart 8, and I think I got Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, which is like the remastered edition, which is another really great game. So that's sort of reason why I sort of bought Mario Kart 8. This is actually really good. I actually quite enjoyed this one. Sort of car racing style game, and really sort of fun. I did notice a few glitches though. It just sort of the game just sort of stuff occasionally, and you've got to reset the console. And but yeah, really sort of fun game as well. I got Zombie U, which is another really sort of survival horror style game. A bit hard this one though. I've only played it for probably a few hours, but I was quite enjoying it though, even though I was not particularly good at it. I sort of kept dying all the time, but that was a fun game though. Definitely one to check out. I picked up Epic Mickey 2. I think I did sort of try to buy the first game on for Wii, but when I went to the counter, I couldn't find the disc, so I ended up just buying the second one. I wasn't going to buy both at the same time. I only thought to play about half an hour of this, but this is actually not bad. Actually, it looks like it would be a really good game. The only problem really I thought I found is that the camera sort of gets in the way a bit, and some of the controls aren't all that great. They're sort of a bit hard to control, so that would probably be a bit frustrating. But it looks really good, and it does look like it would be a good game. That's Epic Mickey 2. When I played the demo of this one. Just a bit loose. It was actually a really good demo, I thought. Resident Evil Revelations. Yeah, it looked like a pretty good game. As I played the demo and that looked really good. I bought this one a little while ago. I haven't sort of played it yet though. I only played the demo. But it looks really good though, so that's that one. NBA 2K13, like a basketball game. It actually seems pretty good too. Pretty good graphics to it, and looks like a fun game. I sort of played a few hours of it. I was still getting used to controls though, sort of jumping and shooting, and that can be a little bit tricky to master. But yeah, that's pretty fun though. I picked up what's that? Rapal Pro Base Fishing with a fishing game. I thought that might be sort of a fun game. I haven't sort of played it yet though. I bought next one is FIFA Soccer 13. I haven't played this one either yet. Then finally I got DuckTales Remastered, which I've actually sort of downloaded it off the eShop actually, and played it and finished it. This is actually a really good game. I actually quite enjoyed it, but I sort of wanted to get a physical copy of it. Now, there's people out there, smart people out there might realise that this game it wasn't actually released in Australia. It was actually only released in America. So you might say, well, Rob, why did you buy this American edition? Well, I did sort of manage to pick up another console. I've got upside down. This is actually an American Wii U console. Someone was selling this on Facebook, one of the local sort of gaming sites. So it was reasonably cheap, and I sort of ummed and ahed about it. I thought I just wanted to this is like the Zelda Edition, so I thought, well, that might be a nice sort of collectible to have. So I bought it. And plus I can still buy, you know, games from the US, and that was sort of the idea. I thought, you know, it works fine. You just need to sort of plug in the Australian power cables to it, and it works fine. The eShop seems to work fine, and everything sort of seems to be okay with it. The only problem with it, though, it was a bit of a dodgy deal. It was supposed to be, you know, brand new, still in the box. So I bought it, did like a dodgy deal in one of my local supermarkets, and my fault, I didn't really check it properly, and when I got home I realised it had actually been used. It's actually a used console, which I wasn't particularly happy about. That's a long story, I might perhaps go into it too much, but the girl reckoned that she bought it from America and it was supposed to be brand new, but I don't know, I'm still a bit dubious on the fact that she must have known it was actually a used console. But anyway, that's another story. So I've got 2 Wii U consoles now, which is probably a bit silly, I think. But I can buy American games, I suppose, and sort of import them. So I don't know if it was a good idea to buy another console or not, but anyway, I guess it sort of shows that, you know, how much of a fan I am of Wii U. But anyway, so they're the Wii U games. Next we'll go on to Wii games. Now I bought this one because this is like a sort of fighting game. Guilty Gear X Core or something. I played a little bit of this. It's actually pretty sort of fun. I did sort of read that you're probably better to sort of play it with a classic controller or something. The sort of the Wiimote and stuff's not particularly good for fighting games. So I did sort of pick up a cheap ass third-party classic controller type thing, which only cost me about something like $7, I think. I actually bought it and got it off eBay, and it didn't work. The first one I got, so I did sort of send them an email, and they managed to sort of send me out another one, which seems to work fine. But yeah, I probably should have bought. You can buy like the classic ones, the proper sort of official Nintendo plastic controls, which I probably should have bought one of them instead, because this is a bit sort of cheap and nasty. But anyway, I can sort of play a lot of other sort of Wii games using it, so that's just sort of, instead of using the nunchuck and stuff, that can be a little bit hard to control, I think, sometimes. Put that over there. Okay, so I've got Lego Star Wars, The Complete Saga, which I have sort of played a fair bit of, actually. Looks like a pretty cool, fun game. I think all the sort of Lego games are pretty fun. But you just sort of play through, like the movies, I suppose. You sort of have each sort of certain sections of the movie. You just sort of play through it. So I think I played the first 3 movies, I think, all up so far. But that was pretty sort of fun, though. I got Lord of the Rings Lego Edition. I haven't sort of played this one yet, but that does look pretty cool. Pirates of the Caribbean Lego, which I still haven't played. I haven't sort of played this one either. Metroid Other M. I've sort of played a little bit of this. It's actually pretty good, I thought. You sort of change between sort of like a platform style levels, and you also got sort of like a first person shooter. You sort of got to change sort of viewing angles throughout the game. But it actually looks pretty good, though. I sort of played a little bit of it, and it seems like a pretty cool game. So I might perhaps get back into that one actually at some point. If you haven't sort of played yet, Mad World, which I think is supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be sort of black and white, but it's supposed to be sort of bloody, and looks like a lot of fun. Red Steel 2, which looks pretty cool. The Blob 2, which another game I have sort of heard is supposed to be pretty good. I haven't sort of played it yet, though. I picked up a sort of a boxing game, boxing challenge, which, yeah, I don't know, I was sure it was just my controls or not, but it's really, I can't control it. It doesn't seem to work. It doesn't seem to respond very well to the nunchucks and Wii remote. It doesn't sort of punch at the right time. I don't know. It's not sure if it's just the game's not that well made, or just maybe me. I don't know. or even perhaps my controllers, I don't know. That's that one. What's this one called? Captain Morgan and the Golden Turtle, which is kind of like a point and click style game, sort of a, I think it looks pretty fun. Sort of party type game. I'm sure that might be too bad. Starfox Draw a Cereal, another sort of point and click style game. It's very kiddies sort of game. It's not the, I don't know, not that great. I don't know. It's sort of very childish, but I don't know. I'm sure I'll have a bit more to play with it. One called Alien Syndrome, which is kind of like a top-down view, shooter type thing. Not too bad. I played probably 5 minutes of it, but it didn't seem too bad. And then finally, really cheap, I think that's for like $2, I think. Kids Sports Ice Hockey, which is, it's not too bad, but it's very hard to control. I can't really control the characters very well, and I can't shoot properly with it. Because I think it's all sort of gestures, you sort of got to shoot, and yeah, I don't know, I couldn't really control it very well. So that's that one. Yes, that's sort of most of the games. I've got one more game to show, probably my latest one, and it's probably the most expensive, I think, in the long run. I picked up the new Disney Infinity version 2 sort of starter pack, which sort of comes with the new game and Black Widow and Thor and Iron Man. So yeah, I got that. And of course, this sort of comes with a lot of figurines. So you sort of, if you want to sort of play a different character, you sort of got to buy the figurines and then sort of put them on the little sort of base plate, and then they sort of appear in the game, sort of thing. So I bought a few of these characters as well. So that's probably what's going to, cost me a lot of money. So I got Captain America. I got Nick Fury. I got Groot. I am Groot. Venom. Rocket Raccoon. And one that I picked up, I think yesterday, I think it only came out. It was yesterday or the day before. Hulk. I'm not sure why this one sort of came out a little bit later than the other ones, but I reckon that'd definitely be collectible, that one, I reckon. I've also sort of picked up some of the playsets as well, so you can sort of play different, like the Guardians of the Galaxy sort of playset, and then there's Spider-Man one there as well. So you sort of get these little playset, you sort of put that on top of the sort of the base plate, and that sort of determines which game you're going to play, sort of thing. So you got Spider-Man game, then you got the the Guardians of the Galaxy game, sort of thing. So and then you just sort of put the figures on, whatever figure you want to sort of play within the game, sort of thing. That's probably my latest pickup, and probably going to be the most expensive because you sort of got to buy all these figures to go with it. So, I wasn't too sure whether I was going to sort of buy that or not. I want to sort of play the games, but I didn't necessarily want to buy all the figures to go with it because I think it was going to be rather expensive. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it. I just sort of have a few problems though with the a bit of hardware failure with some of the Wii U stuff I bought. The power cable to my gamepad that broke, so I had to buy a new one of them. I had to also buy another sort of sensor bar as well because the wire that snapped, because it's really thin, really tiny wire that just snapped. I don't know how it managed to break, but I decided to buy another one of them. And as I said before, the gamepad that I bought that broke. Well, didn't sort of work as when I got it. So that's my video. It's quite a long video, I think, there, but I just thought I'd do a quick sort of overview of my Wii U collection and give my sort of thoughts on it. Really great console, I think, definitely underrated, and I have really enjoying playing all the games on it. So anyway, so that's my update. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you all soon. Bye.